Hello dear friends and teachers, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about one of the articles that I recently published in IGPIE, and the title of my research was A Case Study of Iranian EFL Learners' Intensive Speaking Practice to Express Regrets in English Language. As you know, most of the times when we are angry or sad and surprised, we express our feelings in our native language, or even in second language that we acquired during critical period. But the point is that can we express our feelings in English language or any other foreign language that we want to learn? Well, based on that, the aim of this study was to investigate Iranian EFL learners' expression of regrets in four main contexts. I had four contexts, namely classroom, shopping mall, park, and also coffee shop. And in these four contexts, our three participants were supposed to express their emotional feelings, expression of regrets in English language. As you know, first we had introduction, and in this phase I elaborated why it is important to express our emotional feelings in target language and how we can do that. And based on literature review, numerous researchers conducted, research, qualitative ones, quantitative ones, and they just try to elucidate how we can express our emotional feelings in numerous contexts. But the point is that none of them conducted the research based on qualitative phase and through these contexts, as I have four main contexts. And after that I have a research question here, as it is clear. How do Iranian EFL learners successfully express their regrets in English language? Well, the design of my research was a qualitative one. As you know, case studies have been used in numerous contexts, and if you are a researcher, you know that we use qualitative case studies for various purposes, as Array mentioned or others mentioned, and I highlighted them here. And when it comes to participants, as I mentioned it before, we had three participants, namely Sadra, Ata, and Mehrdad, and we chose them through purposive sampling. They were top students in institute, and that's why we chose them, and also they were friends for many years. That's why we thought that they can express their regrets to each other. When it comes to our instruments and materials, I should say that high inference observation was used. We observed their expressions in numerous contexts, and based on that we came to some conclusions in this research. And for instruments, we had 6 classes for our EFL learners, and in these EFL classes we try to clarify some key terms, syntactic categories, and lexical features related to expression of regrets, like idioms, special figurative meanings that we need to express our emotional feelings. And also I used 2 idioms dictionaries for this purpose, and some grammatical points were very important, like for example conditional type 3 and modal verbs. Based on that, we used English grammar understanding and using, and practical English usage, and they were just very clear sources, and our EFL learners could comprehensively learn these key terms related to expression of regrets in English language. The procedure was that we had 4 main contexts, as I mentioned before, and in these contexts our learners were supposed to express their feelings through role playing. They played roles, like for example they wanted to buy something, then they didn't have money, they regretted and expressed their regression, and based on that we just observed them through high observation, and we just transcribed their conversations and elicited data that was necessary for this research. And I clarified one by one that what we did in classroom context, shopping mall, and park context, coffee shop context, and although other researchers, as we were three, they just helped me here. One of them had these six classes and clarified the key terms to our EFL learners. Another one tried to elicit the data required for this research, and I observed and transcribed their recorded and then transcribed their use of these syntactic categories and lexical features related to expression of regrets. For data analysis and results, as we had 5 months, and we divided these 5 months to two phases. First 3 months and next 2 months that they had, and for first 3 months, they were lagging. They couldn't use correct syntactic features when they wanted to express their regrets in English language. But for next 2 months, as they had classes and they could successfully express, and they could just improve their ability when it comes to expressing their regrets in numerous contexts. That's why, based on that, we had some tables. As you know, table 1 for these kinds of research, even in qualitative research, we can use tables to clarify some key terms about what we did. Table 1, for 3 months, month 1 to 3, they had we clarified number of data we had for each context, as you see, sequence of data and total minutes we used for it. And for table 2, number of data sample that we had for months 4 and 5 as number of data, sequence of data, and total minutes. As you see, table by table, we had some entries that they expressed their regrets, and then through coding, initial coding, and thematic data analysis, we try to extract the key points, syntactic features they use to express their regrets, like conditional type tree, as I said, modal verbs, or figurative meanings. There are many figurative meanings that we can use them to express our regrets in English language. As you see, I don't want to just explain them one by one, the tables. If you want, you can download this article from IGPIE, and you can study them. You can study our data and see how we did extract them. And after that, through as here we are coming to the last two paragraphs of our results. Going back and forth between data collection and data analysis, we could come to saturation, and we were empirically competent that our EFL learners could improve their expression of regrets in these four contexts. And as for discussion, we compared the results of our research with previous research, and in conclusion, as you can download and see, the findings are summarized here, and it was clarified that we had 64 elicited data samples which we used during these 5 months, and based on that we could reach saturation, and we could come to conclusion that our EFL learners could improve their speaking ability when it comes to expressing their emotional feelings. If you want, you can download it. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'd be happy to receive your feedback. And this research can help EFL learners and also instructors to help their students to express their feelings when it comes to fighting in English language, when it comes to how to say express their love to someone in English language. Because I think, as personally I think that English language is not just for our classroom context, to just go there and express some grammatical points without just using it in our real lives. That's why it is very important to know how we can use this language to express our feelings to somebody. That's when we can just fluently and accurately speak the language. Thank you for your time. If you have any question, just you can ask me. I'd be happy to guide you about how we can express our feelings in English language.